Hi, my name is Emma, and I'm a master's student at the University of Utah studying sports nutrition. I'm a former Division I cross-country and track runner from the University of Northern Colorado, and I currently train for and run half marathons recreationally. Back in 2006, I was graduating high school and getting ready to go and run at the University of Northern Colorado as a cross-country and track athlete. And I was just coming back from an ankle surgery. I had torn some ligaments, and that was a pretty detrimental event. However, I had the opportunity to go and run, which was really exciting. Needless to say, I had some serious catching up to do with the rest of the team. I started school, started running really at the back of the pack, had no chance of making conference or really not a competitive runner on the team. And as part of my rehabilitation, my coaches suggested to put me on a diet to help me get back into what they called competition shape. And so for this diet, I was restricted on calories, carbohydrates, fats, was told to eat no desserts, and was the only snacking that I was allowed to do throughout the day was whether it was fresh fruits and vegetables or protein bars. So after starting this diet, I was running 6 days a week. We were training about 50 miles every week. 3 of those days were 2 workouts a day, so we were in a pretty intense training program. And throughout this program, I started losing the weight, I started getting faster, started performing really well on the cross-country team. I started out the season at 5'6", 130 pounds, so I was pretty healthy for my height. And within a month of starting the program, I was down to 110 pounds and severely underweight, not eating enough calories. I was starting to feel tired, completely fatigued, and I was continuing to lose the weight. So I didn't see any problems with this. I ended up right at the front of the pack, running with the head of the team. I was qualifying with the team for the conference championships, and everything seemed to be going great. I was just a normal college student enjoying my time as an athlete as well. My last run that I ran with the team was 3 days before the conference meet, and we were out on a rural dirt road in Colorado, and I tore my ankle. I rolled it, I was tired, I wasn't paying attention to where I was stepping, and my season was over, my running career was over, it was done. And after that, I stuck on the diet that my coaches prescribed for me. I thought that if I was lighter, then I'd be faster. This is what they suggested to me at the beginning of the season. And as I was going through rehabilitation, I didn't notice any improvements. I was not back to running. I was still losing weight, not feeling well, and not really going to my classes, tired all the time. So it wasn't until the next semester that I really got interested in nutrition. Being an athlete, I always knew that what you put into your body was so important to your performance, but I never quite realized that what you don't put into your body can be just as important and detrimental to your performance. So learning all about nutrition, came to realize that what I had been doing wasn't healthy. The reason that I was so tired all the time and the reason that I injured myself was because I didn't have enough energy, I didn't have enough calories. And I can't emphasize enough the importance of adequate nutrition and adequate energy intake for those of you that are physically active on a daily basis. It's so important, it's everything to your sport. Also, you have to do what's best for your body type. You have to do what's best for your performance. It's not possible to have one generalized, lighter is faster, the thinner the better stereotype for athletes, especially for runners. It's such an individualized aspect of your performance. And I can't emphasize that enough, how important nutrition is. So have a great season, a healthy season. Good luck.
Hi, my name is Jessie Chug, and I am an athlete here at Utah State University, and I run track and field and cross country. I participate in the mile and 800. I've also been a part of the WAC championship, which is the Western Athletic Conference, for 4 years, and I've been a part of a championship team. Here at Utah State, we do really intense training. We train 6 days a week, and we run about 8 miles every day, and on the weekends we do about 13. Depending on each individual is different, but that's about what the training consists of, and a lot of it is really intense and a lot of intervals. Let's see, I think it was about 3 years ago I stopped having my period, and I think I had lost a little bit of weight at that time, and I felt like I was eating enough. It seemed like I was constantly eating, but I wasn't getting enough calories, and so I stopped having my period. And then about, 6 months ago or 7 months ago, and I didn't have my period for 2 years, and I guess it was about a year ago, and I went to my shin had started hurting, and so I went and talked to the trainer, and it was a stress fracture in my shin. And so that season was ruined. I had a red shirt my track season, and I didn't get to go to Hawaii at the WAC championship for that year. And it was kind of devastating. And I took a lot of time off, and I've been training, and I've made it back, but I still can only run 3 days a week. And I still have problems with that shin that I had the stress fracture in. And I just think that it's really not normal to not have a period, and that was directly caused from not getting enough to eat. And I would just like to make sure you guys know that it's really important to eat enough and get the energy that you need to for the workouts that you're going to do.
All right, my name is Brittany Fisher. I am a cross-country distance runner here at Utah State University, and this is my junior year here running. But actually, this is my first healthy season, and I'll go on to explain that. So I'm kind of like a freshman, I feel like. And our training consists of, we're training all year round, whether it's getting our summer miles where we're getting 50 to 60 miles a week on average, and then during the school year we've got actual workouts on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. And so those weeks too, we're going anywhere from 40 to 60 miles once again. And so it's definitely rigorous. It's a lot more tiring than high school training was. I thought training in high school is rough, but it's definitely a whole nother level once you get up to college. But it's just so important. I've learned over the years here at Utah State, I think number one thing I've learned is to allow my body to recover and make sure I'm getting the right nutrients. Both my senior year of high school, my freshman year, and my sophomore year, each year I suffered from a stress fracture, all in similar spots. And I also did not have my period until my freshman year of college, and I did not drink milk. And so that calcium deficiency and the lack of having a period both were huge factors into getting those stress fractures and not allowing them to heal. And it's just so important that I've learned these last few years. It's taken me a while to learn it, but I've learned it that it's so important to just take care of your body, make sure you're getting the right nutrients. You have to be careful when you eat before practice, but you need to eat something before, because when you're getting up to those 10-mile workouts and you're doing 1,000 repeats, your body needs somewhere to dig from for energy and for fuel. And so we have lots of fun team dinners, getting good nutrients and vegetables and all of that. And but just the biggest thing I'm a huge advocate for is just letting your body rest, giving it that recovery time, because when you're not getting calcium and when you're not getting the rest you need, your body's not going to recover. And it's great here that we get our Gosner's milk, and I've started drinking milk, and I've started eating better and treating my body right and allowing myself the right recovery. And I just had my first full successful cross-country season, healthy, no stress fracture free, and now I'm headed into our track season healthy and stress fracture free once again, first time in 4 years. Okay, so I love food. Food is super important when it comes to running too, though. When it comes to our workouts, especially as distance runners and as girls, I mean, you think that you can survive, I'll just have a bite of this, I don't want to have an upset stomach before practice, but it's so important to have a full meal. You may have to have it a couple hours before practice, make sure it settles well, but you need to have that full meal to have that energy to take from when it comes time for a workout. We're just our bodies are like a car, and a car can't run on an empty tank of gas. And just like that, our bodies can't run these workouts, especially these long workouts, on an empty stomach. And so it's super important to fuel up with the right foods. Putting in a burger and fries, yeah, it may taste good then, but it's probably not going to settle the best during a workout. And so just having a well-balanced meal before workouts, even on those Saturday morning long runs. I mean, when you're going for miles and miles, you can't just get by with a glass of orange juice in the morning. Just having those carbohydrates for your body to use, and just if I notice if I don't have a full lunch, if I kind of halvesies it during class and then I head to practice, I notice I'm kind of sluggish and I have a more difficult time finishing those long interval workouts. And so it's just so important to get a full meal, even if it means you have to do it a couple hours ahead of time so it settles well.